What's up everyone, this is Crypto Intel. Today we're going to talk about Nuls. Now in this video I want to talk about the proof of credit system that Nuls is going to be using and how you can stake Nuls for passive income. But before I get into that, I'll start off with a brief summary of the technology. So Nuls is one of my absolute favorite projects. I'm really excited to see where they go this year in terms of price and also in terms of project development. If you haven't heard of Nuls, chances are you may have heard of their slogan. Their slogan goes, "Null is nothing, Nuls is anything you want in a blockchain world." Now, a general consensus on this slogan is that it's just absolutely terrible. Thankfully, with the launch of their new site, they should be replacing this slogan with a new one. I think a lot of people at first glance think it says Nuls is nothing. That's what I thought when I saw it. Now, the second half of the slogan is actually a great summary of what they are trying to accomplish, so we'll focus on that. Nuls is a subchain solution for enterprise businesses, corporations, and institutions. And what that means is they offer an opportunity for businesses to utilize their platform for developing their own blockchain for their own projects. So instead of a business needing to hire a blockchain developer or to otherwise learn the skills themselves, they can use the Nuls platform to launch their own subchain. You can think of something like WordPress for an example. If you wanted to build a site but you lacked web development skills, then you could use WordPress and their Shopify and Wix and so on. And it's a simple drag and drop solution, so you don't need to learn to code. Nuls also offers blockchain interoperability and multi-chain mechanisms, which is really just fancy for saying that they play well with other blockchains. They're not necessarily a competitor with the other blockchains, they can offer something to other projects in the same space. Now, the subchain solution for businesses and the multi-chain capabilities makes it obvious that Nuls is positioned very well going forward for partnerships, for scaling solutions, and at least potentially for striving towards mainstream adoption. We hear it said all the time, and I'm sure you've heard it said that in this space, not every project's going to make it. You know, people say 90% of projects will go to zero eventually. Different projects may take different approaches to set themselves apart. I feel like where Nuls has positioned themselves, which is between businesses and other chains, is a very good position to be in going forward. Now, Nuls has predicted their mainnet would be released in May of 2018, but just recently they decided to extend the testing period because they're still working on the mainnet. Obviously, this is disappointing as an investor, but I think it is important to remember that their testnet only came out something like a month ago. So I don't think it's an issue of them not working hard enough, which would be an issue if that was the case, but it's more so that they bit off more than they could chew, and maybe they underestimated how much work it would be. So now they've said that they'll have the mainnet launch, which will be announced a week prior to release, and that it should be soon. It is possible that with that announcement, the price will increase as people buy into Nuls to get into staking. Of course, this is not financial advice, but it is something to look for. Which brings us to the proof of credit consensus mechanism. So proof of credit is similar to proof of stake. It has a credit component to it, but it's going to bring staking to Nuls. Staking gives you the opportunity to earn passive income. The way it's going to work with Nuls is you join a pool with several premium stakers and an agent. The agent basically maintains the server. Together you represent a node on the blockchain. So to become a premium staker, you need 2,000 Nuls collateral. Now, you can leave the pool at any time and take your Nuls back, but the minimum is $2,000, which is around $7,000. I'm sorry, 2,000 Nuls, which is around $7,000. So the agent needs 20,000 Nuls and earns a larger return for staking. So we're going to take a look at the potential profit for staking Nuls, and we have to assume that there are 100 nodes total on the chain. And you have 2,000 Nuls staking, because technically you could have more than that. The agent commission is 10%. Of course, they take commission for maintaining the server. And the agent deposit is 20,000 Nuls, because technically they could deposit more than that. And clients compose 180,000 Nuls for a total of 200,000 Nuls in the pool. 200,000 Nuls is the minimum requirement for a pool, and it can go as high as 500,000. So with this example, we'll get into some of the numbers and take a look at different scenarios. So if Nuls were to hit $5, it's not there yet, but of course it's been higher than that at all-time highs. That's easily realistic at $200 million market cap, and it would be a top 72 coin. You're earning almost $2,500 a year. At $20 Nuls, we've got a market cap of $800 million, and that would be a top 25 coin. This is almost $10,000 a year for staking rewards. Now remember, as we talk about these prices and market caps, we're talking about current market conditions. Some of these prices are much more easily realized, say if the total market cap of cryptocurrency exceeds $1 trillion. These prices seem entirely possible if that happens. You can imagine that a $4 billion market cap for Nuls becomes more realistic if the whole market moves up. So as you can see in the current market conditions, if we reach top 10, we would already be earning around $50,000 a year passive income, and this is on that 2,000 Nuls that we're staking. Now this completely leaves alone all the hypothetical scenarios where the total market cap reaches into multi-trillions, which could be on the table with Bitcoin ETFs and more institutional interest. This is just a look at the situation we're currently in and potential for passive income as of right now. Of course, it's up to you to decide what you think about the future potential of this space. If we could be talking about a multi-trillion-dollar market cap, I'm personally not betting against it. We'll see what happens. So that's going to be it for this video. If you'd like more content like this in the future, please consider leaving a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'd really appreciate that. Thanks, you guys. See you next time.